Hello everybody, welcome to the Ftog server, Avant 3, ToddytheBody here, and how's everybody doing today? Alright, so I've got a few things I want to cover before we get into our episode, and our episode is including that new building over there. So let's do the other parts real quick. Whoop. Okay, so a couple things I want to show you. Let's do this one side here first. So there's this bug with actual additions right now. Let's see if we can find it. Yep, here we go. If you look down there, it says bound to unknown. And if you look inside my inventory here, my ring is not getting any power. So right now, every time I log off and log back on, I have to pull that up and replace it down for it to work. And then you see I've got some power inside my ring now. If it doesn't get fixed, which LPEC is really good about, fixing things and staying on top of his mod. He's, one of the few that is real tentative to what he's doing. But yeah, if it doesn't get fixed soon, no worries. I'll just switch over to the Ender IO wireless thing. But if it does get fixed, then I will probably go back to it and use the player interface because I really like it. Okay, so let's see the other things. I made this item right here, the advanced terrain module. There's a basic terrain module which does the same thing as this one, except for the advanced adds a few extra blocks. I made it thinking that I could add it to my flawless, which actually let's cover that one first so that it makes sense. Okay, so before this was the flawless calculator to me. It was just another machine that I needed to craft things that I need, and here are some of the recipes. But then I don't know what made me do it, but I shift right clicked on it and I saw these options here. So then if you look at the dynamic crafting, that adds in the regular calculator, the scientific, and the atomic. Let's see here, normal crafting, you get your crafting table. Storage, which is the best part, you get storage here. So instead of using my tier 3 bag, now I'm using the flawless calculator for my quick storage. So I've got this for like projects and stuff, and then I use the flawless calculator for quick storage. And then you've got the energy module, and really all it does is it just holds energy. Okay, and then there are these empty slots here. I went online onto the wiki just to find out what they are for. There's like a grenade module where you can like shoot grenades out at the cost of RF, and then there's one for warping, but I don't know how to add those. And I was thinking maybe like you put them in the same crafting grid or something, but that didn't work. See, if you put this up here, this up here, it's not, you don't get it. So not really sure. So anyways, what this does, since I have found it and started playing with it a little bit, it is a little useful. I'm sure that I'll find more uses in later on, but if you hold down shift and then right click one of the basic blocks, and we'll go through the basic blocks here. You've got dirt, you see down at the bottom left, dirt, stone, gravel, sand, cobble, grass block, and then we're back around to dirt. So let's say if we want to select stone, and then if we click on another basic block, see, it just starts, you can change it to that. Now at first I didn't think that it would be very useful. Let's see if we can find grass block again. There we go. We'll change it all back, and again at the expense of RF. Yeah, I didn't think it would be useful, but it does seem to be. Does it change regular stuff here? Let's see here. Birch. Yeah, it has to be one of the choices to change it. So there's that. Okay, and I think that those were the things. Now, on with the episode, and as you can tell already, we are going to be recreating the Wither killer. The other video that I did on it, I guess the last video, and it's been about 4 or 5 days, so sorry about that. But it was a concept video, and this one I'd actually like to include it into a build, and I hope that I have everything that I need here. I wanted to change it up a little bit, and I might, at least we're close to our base, and we can build it real, build whatever we need real quick. Okay, so I have the chamber here. In the concept video I had a little bit wider, but through testing I found out that if you figure out where the actual location of the spawn is, or I mean where the teleport is, you can get it down to 1 by 1 where he'll actually be. Well, 1 by 1 by 3, because it needs 3 spaces. But so yeah, that's where it's going to be teleported to and then killed. But what I need to do is I don't really like these. If I could just get some more of that, I always want to call it lodestone. Hold on, let's find out what it's really called. Lonsdale. Okay, whatever. Yeah, let's get this here. Go to our normal crafting, and then make some more of these blocks, and hopefully we have enough to use. There we go. And then get those, and that's probably not going to be enough, so I'll have to use those Ender IO ones anyways. But the Wither in the Nether area didn't teleport to where I thought it was going to teleport, so I thought, well, maybe we should test or have a bigger testing area instead of a 1x1. I figured it might be smart to have a 3x3 at least, just in case, you know. Alright, so let's take this down, this one, good, and make this just a tad bit bigger. And if anything, I'll probably lose some birch. And we've got a pretty awesome sword that we can also take him out with if he gets loose. There we go. Yeah, I'll lose that birch. But it is what it is. At least he won't be able to fly upwards and get out. So I think that's a big enough area. Now let's get this set up. I have a feeling that this is going to be a longer episode just because I want to set up the whole thing right in front of you. But if I can just get started. Where's all my conduit here? There we go. Alright, so let's get started here. This is going to be the spawn, or where our machines put everything together. So how we did that before is that we had the auto placers. Let's grab our filters also. Alrighty, and then those heads and everything, they get thrown. Now why did that happen? Do I have to be level with it? There we go. Let me level with you, guy. Alright, let's tear that down and try it once again. There we go. Now we have to get the filters inside. Alright, insert. Filter. We'll come around to the other side. There we go. And then we'll get the soul sand parts in. There we go. Alright. I really can't wait to show you some of the kill method. Okay, so before we use the actual addition's lens of certain death, this time I got a suggestion from Samuel Tan, and it's really cool. It's going to be with the Mekanism lasers. I gave it away. I think I wanted to hold it. It's really awesome. You're going to love it. Instead of like discussing it, I think I should just wait until you actually see it. Okay, and I wanted to use some of this item interface stuff here. I think I only need one, but I will need both of these. Okay, so I did some testing with this, but I'm still not sure how to do it real quick for you. So let me get it set up, and then I'll come back and show you what I did so you don't see me like hem-hawing about it. Okay guys, I didn't actually set anything up. I didn't need to cut away to set up anything. All it was is that I mentioned that Samuel Tan told me about the lasers, and I just wanted to make sure that I got the right name. Now I knew that I had the right name, but after I said it, I just started second guessing myself, and I was like, oh, I gotta go check for sure. So I made up an excuse. Okay, so now I'm ready to show you how to get the items in from where we are going to be setting the chest into our block placers. What we are going to use is that we are going to use some items from actually additions again. So let's go ahead and set down a few things here just for demonstration purposes. Alright, so items are moved around through the item laser relays. You can also use the phantom blocks, but we're using the laser relays in this case. Okay, you need a laser wrench. Laser wrench goes for the laser relays. Phantom connector wrench goes to the phantom blocks, just to keep that straight. Okay, so now to put items into your system, you'll need an item interface along with the item relays. Now I have the advanced here. The difference is that I think the difference is that you have a filter here and the other ones don't. I don't know. You can look that up. I made the advanced ones anyways just so I can have the filters. Because I'd like to filter the wither heads and the soul sand into there and then have the stars and everything get filtered back over here. Okay, so now let me show you just a basic thing here. In the manual, in the actual editions manual, it clearly states that you need to pipe items into the item interface. So it's not good enough that you have the chest next to it, you have to actually pipe them in. So we are going to do that. So let's make sure and connect them. So right click and right click, and if you have them too close together they won't connect. So now I'm actually questioning whether or not this will be too close to this, but we will try it out. So you see the lasers. You don't see the lasers if I take the wrench off, but now it should be ready. So if I put an item in there and it doesn't work, and let me show you why. If you shift right click these, you can see that they are set to whitelist. So if I take the whitelist and turn it into blacklist on outbound, then it should pick up the item. Did it do that? No, it doesn't. And that is because over here the inbound is still set to whitelist. So if we set it to blacklist, then we should actually get the item, which there is the cobble. And it's not just a magic trick. You saw me take the cobble out and there's no cobble in here. You put that in, it moves over. There we go. Faster than the eye can see. So that's how we're going to do that. Let's go ahead and set some stuff up. Alrighty. So we want the laser touching the chest. Let's put that right there. I'm not sure if it has to be sideways or not, but we'll test it. So I will need to set, there we go, and one of these heads too. I will need to go ahead and set the filter on here. So if we shift right click, we're not going to have any outbounds, so this doesn't matter. But we are going to whitelist some inbounds. Oh, you can't shift click them in. Okay, there we go, and there we go. So those should be the only things that get moved over to this chest. And let's do extract. Alright, so now it's not testing time because I need to set this part up. There we go. Alrighty, and let's see. We might redo this a couple times, but so that would be for the item interface. That would be for the actual laser. So let's do the laser there. Shift right click, and then we will outbound and put that there. And oops, we want this to be a whitelist. And these two items, so it will pull out and put into that chest only those two items. We need the item interface, and I wanted the chest in the floor. Do I? Nah. Let's do where the why is it doing that? Okay, insert. Take that off. Put the chest on. So I'll eventually bring one of those facades over here, and I think I might actually have one in my base, but let's dig down so that we can get a look at this and say extract and get back up here. There we go, just like that, and then the birch wood. Alright, and then I'll have to get a facade for that, but we will keep it open for now just so that, let's get rid of all this stuff. Alright, get one of those. Let's get 3. It doesn't matter because I should set this on round robin real quick. Gotta make sure and remember all the steps. So there we go, set on round robin. And let's see if these things get set. And they don't. So what did I do wrong? Let's see, let's go down here and check it. What it is, I bet you this has to be up and down, right? Like this? Oh, I didn't connect them. Duh. So, get these two out again. You get to see me make all of my mistakes. Shift right click, outbound, whitelist, that, and that. Okay, and then we are going to right click that to store it. Oh, can't jump up high enough. And then come over this way and then dig our way down. Alright, and then right click this one. Alright, good. So now, hopefully we've got it set. That, and there we go. Ooh, got lots of open space over here. And the birch, and then, yeah, now let's do it. Yes, 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 yes. Where did it go? There's the soul sand, and there's the head. Okay, so we've got that part down. What is next? So I think next I would like to get the chamber set up. And to do that, we're going to have to put 2 of the blocks. Well, we're going to have to put 4 of the blocks even with this, because it gets what's inside the block. So that means it won't pick up anything in this range, but it'll pick up stuff in this range. Alright, so we want to go straight down, which will be this one here. You need 8 of them. Well, actually you need 7 of the chamber blocks and then 1 controller. There we go. And then we need to come out a little bit. Now I would like to have the builder block set up right here to teleport into there. And what would that be? It would be like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then like, I don't know, 4 over. So let's see if we can try that out. So it would be like this, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, totally a guess. And yeah, 4 over, I suppose. So we'll just give it a shot right here. And fortunately with RF tools, we are able to test these things out. Alright, there, and then we need them straight up. Like that. And like that. Alright. And one more thing that is going to bug me is that we need to put that right there, because you can see down through them. No. Alright, there we go. And then this one too. And there we go. And now you see birch down there. And at least this one I will have to fix later, not for the episode. Alright, so let's try this out. What we need is we need a wrench, and I'm not using the smart wrench because it crashed in single player, and that has probably been fixed, but I don't want to try it on the server. So let's go ahead and right click, and it says that the chamber is created, and then we want our chamber card, and I betcha I left it inside the builder block. So if I can find the builder block, oh, it's right here in my inventory. So we'll put that down right there. There we go. Right click on that, and then if you right click the chamber card, it tells you everything that's inside. If we get inside of it, it has us. So now we're ready. Let's go ahead and pick that up. Oh, it doesn't work on a... That turns it around, but you can't shift right click it. Okay, that's okay, we can break it. So let's go up here and put this down right here. We want to set it on... Well, we want to put this inside, but we want to set it on move, because you can see there it says moves from space chamber to here. We don't want it to swap and like have stuff move down there. That would be bad. Alright, entities are moved, keeps running all the time when it has a signal. Let's do the support thing and see where... Yep, so we are off. By how much? If we move it this way, are we on anything? Nope. Do we see any sort of... No, we don't. Alright. Is it above the chamber? I'm actually like looking... You know what I'm looking for. Let me just show you. Let's place it out here. There we go. Now where are the support blocks? Does it have to get power? What's the problem? It's created. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Turn these off. Take that out, put it back in. And I am lost. Maybe it's in the floor. I have an idea that that might be... No. Like that. Where are these things? Oh, dummy. Okay. The reason we can't see where the blocks would be if things were to get teleported is because we don't have blocks here. There we go. Now, let's go up here and try it. Okay. See? That's how it works. Alright, and then we want to move it so it's more in front of it. We want to change this angle to something that is more agreeable to what we are trying to do. And none of that is going to work, so what if we rotate it? I didn't mean to do it like that. Yeah, so it's more facing. Now let's try. Over there. Let's rotate just like that. So that might be something that we're trying to do. Alright. So let's put that there. Rotate it. I imagine that it's facing the correct direction. Uh-oh. That wasn't good. Alright, so let's change the rotation here. Is it outside? Nope, it's behind me. So I have a feeling I rotated it to where the face is that way. Yep, one more. Okay, so let's rotate it again and see if that worked. Close. Alright, we'll see if we've got something here. Alright, so good. Now we're a little bit closer to what we want. To get it inside here, we're gonna have to move this block over to here. Do I want to actually do that? I might actually have to. Or I wonder if I can just get it closer. You think that would help? Let me work this out. I'll be back. Okay, so I worked it out. We're gonna put it right here, which I figure is better than having it in one of these two spots. Because then I guess we can actually have the energy cell over on this side, and then we can feed our lasers that we are going to do through over here. That's just how it's going to fit. So the 3 soul sand blocks that we have below will teleport to here, and yeah, I'd like to try it real quick. Now this is going to be dangerous. It's actually going to be very dangerous. Maybe we should set up the redstone part like we had before. Yeah, I think that would be better. Alright, so what did we have? We had the entity detector. Let's get rid of those. And we had some of this, and then we had a redstone transmitter, and we had a redstone receiver, so we'll use those. Alright, channel 2, huh? 9, 2, 7. We got all kinds of them here. I'm kind of wondering, did I use channel 2 for something else? Ugh, I don't know. I might be setting something else off. Okay. So, redstone. How is this going to work? Let's go ahead and put this right here. Yeah, that'll work. And null entities, monsters. And let's put that right there so we can see if it is working. Let's see, players, and we'll go back to monsters. There we go. Alright, so we want to send a signal when it detects a monster. And that will be the wither. So let's do that. We want to send a message through the transceiver, and that is backwards. There we go. And then right click the transceiver with the receiver. so that they are on the same channel. And then we are going to come over here and will this work like this? Right here? Well, I guess we'll see. And then that will send a signal to this block here, which should be working as long as it is getting a redstone signal. So let's go ahead and test it. Let's pretend like it is set to monster, but we are actually going to set it to player. Alright, so it should be getting a signal, which means that we might have to teleport. Oh, it did it. It teleported us right here. But if we were a wither, we would be right in this spot. So let's go ahead and do this. Alright, and we get teleported into this area. Great. So let's get out of here and then fly back and then maybe try out our first test. Right on back here and down. Alright. Let's see here. Oh, do I have a redstone torch? I don't have a torch. Darn it. Because if you remember these... Oh, they're all set to pulse already. Oops. I had it set to player. Remember? We didn't set it to monster. Okay. So let's do this to monster. Great. Alright, these are all set to pulse, so they shouldn't work unless you give it a pulse. And so let's go ahead and set that up. There. I'm hoping that I don't have to break out the wall, but no, I think I'll be able to reach everything. Alright. So, let's see here. In, out, strong. I'll set all these, and then I'll show you when I come back. Okay, so now I have my redstone conduits connected. They all have in, out, and except for that one, strong signal. Yeah, in, out, strong. The soul sand is set on the red signal. The wither heads are going to be set on the green signal, and now we will set that up so that it should put the items out. So we've got that. We've got, the last time I did this, I needed a repeater to go into that block. Okay, I'm starting to think I don't even need this block. I think I can use this. Yeah, I think so. Let's go ahead and do that because it's cool. Alright, there we go. And the signal's going to come out of there. I know what it was. I needed 2 sides. And actually 3 sides. I need this side. I need this side. And I need to be able to use the side right here. Okay. So this is going to connect to all the redstone. Here we want it to be set on 4 ticks so it puts the head down after the soul sand gets put down. Alright, and then this we don't need at all, so let's disable that just because it looks better like that. But we do need that to be connected downwards. So I think, what is it, like a left shift? Yeah, there we go, and then down. And then we will do the in, out, and then strong signal, and then now we will get the signal from that into there. Now what is going to be sending the signal into here, we need to grab another transmitter and receiver. Alright, and now the transmitter. Where do we want to put these buttons is the thing. I could hide them. In fact, let's hide them. Yeah. But do I want it there? What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get a button to call the wither. Now, do I want it up here? I mean, there's not really anything to see. So, yeah, let's just put it here. We'll move it later if we want to. Right there, right there. Okay. And then the transmitter. Just like that. Great. And we will right click again the receiver onto the transmitter. There we go. So it should be the same signal now. And then a button. We've got a few. There we go. And so what we should see is we should see some lights light up over here when we press that button, but only if we set this down first. Great. So we shouldn't have anything inside here, so it's not going to actually spawn anything. And you saw that happen over there. Alright. Whew. And here's the test. Now I am getting nervous. Everything should work fine. Let's just put in some supplies. This is going to be horrible. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's the worst that can happen? We're pretty far away from Grok's base, so he shouldn't have anything come over to his side. If he does, then I am sorry. If I have anything blow up on my base, I guess I'll just have to deal with it. I mean, it's not like we haven't had that before, but here is the test to see if it spawns inside of our room here. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose those blocks on the side, but what do you do? It's just going to be like one right there. Okay, let's do it. Let's send them through. Okay. Should we double check everything? I mean, come on. Don't mess up. Don't mess up. Don't mess up. All this is good. And we'll also get to see if it blows up my builder being so close. On the concept build above the nether, I had started putting blocks like really close just to see if it would blow it up. And I was getting lucky, but here we go. And that didn't do it at all. Alright, let's troubleshoot this thing. Okay, so it turns out that you don't want strong setting. I guess the strong setting is like a repeater powering a block, and you don't want blocks being powered when other ones are supposed to be working on a delay. So, now that we've got that situated and settled, let's try a real test. Maybe that was a sign that I shouldn't be doing this. There we go. And last one. Here we are. Alright, here we go. Teleport. Good, 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 good. Where are you at? Are you inside? You are inside. Awesome. How much are you going to blow up? Alright. So we also want to find out what... Yep, see? We also want to find out where the feet are. And the feet are right in the middle. That is good. So let's go ahead and get rid of them so it doesn't blow up too much. Yeah. Come on, you're almost there. Great. And now that we know this, let me clean up my mess and we will do another test. Okay, so I've closed it down to the one wide space. I didn't bother rebuilding the structure just in case. I mean, it's gonna blow it up again. But let's see if it gets moved into that small area. So let's do this again. Okay, teleport it up. Let's go over here and see. He is inside there. And are you gonna blow up some stuff? Blow up some stuff for me. No? Maybe if you start getting... Yeah. Come on, man. Oh, okay. I saw a block drop. Well, it looks like he doesn't... Okay, he blew up the back. Alright, so he can still do some damage. Let's do it with a sword. Okay, and now what we want to do is we want to set up the kill method. And here is going to be where we get into the fun lasers. So these are the lasers from Mekanism. I think they are meant for the Mekanism reactor. Here is, it says rotary condenser, but really it's a laser amplifier. And what it does is that you can shoot lasers into it and then it stores the power. Now make sure you set this down here to what you want it. We're going to do pulse before you start shooting lasers into it, because like a dummy, I just placed it down on the default setting, shot a laser into it, and then it went ahead and with no redstone signal activation required, it shot out another laser, which, as you can see here, shot pretty far. So if we go like this, you can see where the laser went right through here, right through there, and then stopped somewhere along here before hitting this mountain. So yeah, make sure and set it to pulse. Anyways, so let's see, we've got this block here, that was there, I'm pretty sure. And I don't know if these know which direction other amplifiers are in, but I've been setting them like this. Like if I want it to point that way, I've been setting them like that. Now, I can't really tell what side is what. I just know that they seem to work. So let's go ahead and set that to pulse also. It is storing 0 energy. I went ahead and I started this up. Storing of the energy, let's see where we at here, 21 million RF. I'm not really sure what's enough, but let's see if we can at least get to 50. Alright, so what's next here? We need to set down a redstone transmitter. Now this is the part where I think for now we're gonna set it so that I can see it happen. So let's get one of these birch blocks, and then I'll move it later, because if we are going to pick up our stars here, I actually want like the button to make the wither and then the button to kill the withers in the same spot. So all these things will be moved in the future, but this is going to be demonstration purpose. Alright, so let's set that there. Let's go ahead and put the transmitter right there. Alright, awesome. And then set these 2 receivers just like that and like that, like before. Great. And then now what I want is that when I give this a signal, and let's do like that, I want it to send a signal to this one and send a signal to that one, but it's not ready yet, and then it will fire a laser. Alright, where are we at here now? 27. Alright, let's I can add more power later. I think this is actually enough, so let's go ahead and take this. What we are going to do is we're going to break these items and make sure that we catch them. Good. Down here and across. And just like, oh, one more. Just like that. Alright, and then now we'll set the receiver. There we go. And then let's show this off here. Now, what I think is really cool about this is that you don't lose power. Once you charge it up, like you spend the power to charge these things, and in the test, or not test world, above the nether, I got it up to 148 million. Alright, so you see it's 29.68, okay? Now if I hit this button, it should shoot across. Here it is. It should shoot across, and you saw that little blink right there. So this side should have 0, and it doesn't. Did it shoot back and forth? I bet you it shot back and forth. I bet you that's what happened. I bet you it shot this way, and then it shot this way again. So let's see it again. I'm going to angle it so that you can see the laser. Yep. Did you see a little blink? Pretty sure that it's shooting this way, being caught, and then being shot back. And it's still at 2968, so we didn't lose any power. So let's go ahead and go down and try this out, okay? And see if that works out for us. Alright, so let's make a wither. Alright, it's sent up. And then hopefully these things don't get destroyed. Okay. There we go. And we still have our blocks. Now if we shoot this, and he dies. See? Isn't that sweet? Let's do a few more. Alright. Get all that out of my inventory. Great. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that one's broken. So let's go up and take a look here. We got 2 withers in my base. 1 and 2. Alright. And I guess they don't react. So that's great. And once I build my base back up, I won't have to worry about that. And it goes ahead and it kills both of them, which is what we want. So now we should have 3. 2 from just now and then 1 from before. So that is awesome. It is working. Let's go ahead and throw these in here. Now what we want to do is we want to set the receive so we can get our items back. Okay, so here's what we got here for item collection. I had to get fancy here. So we've got our advanced item laser relay thing just like before. What I've added on is that here now we have the item interface, which I think I showed before, or maybe not. And then we've got a conduit connector, item connect conduit thing down here. Not really any filters. It doesn't connect to anything else except for this item interface to the chest. And then the chest has an advanced item collector onto it. So that side is pretty easy. It's the other side that gave me some troubles. So let's cover that up. Now this side, what we had before is that we had the chest, we had the conduit, the item interface, and then the item relay. Okay, so when you want to put items into a chest, okay, so let me just say again, when you want to take items out and put it into the system, you need the item interface. To put it back, to take it out of the system and into a chest, you don't need the item interface. So this should take out of the system and put it into here. So what I did is the outbound, I want it to go out into the machine over there. So I have that as whitelisted, and I have it inbound as blacklisted. Otherwise, it was just looping around, looping around. Okay. I also put it on another color here. So if we go in here, it inserts as another color. And so the items that get put in that chest, they get sent into that item interface and into the system through the laser. The laser says, well, where am I going to put this? The only place I can put it is into this chest. And then this will send up and into this chest here. Now, let's see here. If we are a different item, it shouldn't loop anymore. Now it was looping, even though the only place it had to go was this interface right here, because this does not have an input. It was looping, and I don't know why, because whitelist to me means that only these items should be able to go through, but it needed some convincing. So what I did is I just went ahead and put a filter here, and it would only filter out those 2 items. So now it doesn't pull out items anymore. So I know it's a weird setup, so if we go like this, we can come over here, we can get that again. Great. So now we've got that. Let's go ahead and cover up all of that I dug up. There we go. That, and I think just a couple pieces of dirt, and then some facades right there and there. And then these right there, and then now we should be set, I'm pretty sure. Let's go ahead and put everything away. We'll even put these 2 away. Alright, so let's say we come along, we've got some soul sand, we've got some wither skulls. Come on. There we go. We can throw those inside there, and they should start being put in, and they're not looping back around, which is good. Alright, and they are being sent into this as a round robin, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. And that other time where it messed up, I must have pushed the button too fast. Alright, so now we should be able to summon one of these guys. There we are. Let's head back up. Let's wait for him to explode. Explode. And there we go. We hit the button. Things die. Hopefully the item collector is less than 10 blocks away, and we've got our nether star and our little shader. So maybe we can even trash this at some point. But I think we are done. I'll have to see if it still blows up the side of my building here. But this should all be pretty easy for me to rebuild. If not, I don't know, I'll figure something out. But hey, at least we've got the Wither Killer. in our base again. Before we do the sign off, I want to see if I can at least get 5 of these guys in there. So 1, 2, 3. I think the trick is that I have to wait for nope, messed up again. 2 must be the magic number. I don't know, I'll test it some more later. But they're dead, so now I should have 2 stars and 2 shaders. I mean 3 and 3. Yeah. Alright, that's it. Alright guys, I want to say thanks for hanging out with me and doing the wither thing again, but at least now it's in a more permanent building, a huge building that we didn't use any of the space for, so maybe we'll put something over there some other time. Alright, and you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time.